Everyone, we're here. We are here for a TNA Impact review of August 25th, 2016. It is our first Impact review in a while, actually. Mullins,
What's up?
how happy are you with tonight's Impact?
It was the best wrestling we saw all week, other
Ye-
than well,
I will say it's better
60% of the pay-per-view.
I will say it's better. Well, yeah, I guess Sunday does count as the new week, but I would say it was better than Raw and SmackDown. I was not crazy about NXT, and of course we don't watch too much ROH, and New Japan hasn't happened yet. So I'm gonna say TNA really won this week in terms of Raw versus SmackDown. Unless you count the post aftermath of SmackDown, maybe. But I feel like Impact, there was so much that they got accomplished, and I really applaud them because got new
Storyline progression. Yay.
new knockouts champ, new stuff with the Hardys, new stuff with Decay. Mike Bennett and Moose might be splitting up. Freaking Eli Drake is great out
Moose
there.
might be going with Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Galloway and EC3 had a great little drinking match with freaking James Storm's beer bottle now that he's gone, and then they fought and EC3 gets the win in the main event, which allows Galloway to get angry at Aaron Rex, and it just kickstarts that. And there's so much
about the X division.
I mentioned them, but we've done so much. We've done so much in this, so I guess we'll start from the beginning because that's really the only way we can start. Because I feel like every single segment had something good happen to it that would progress story. There was no filler at all this week. There was not a single match that was like they're just wrestling to wrestle, they're just talking to talk. Everything actually meant something. So we start off with the big battle royale, which I can't remember what it was really for. I think it was for contendership.
Faces Lashley next week.
Yeah. I'm not crazy about them doing title matches leading up to Bound for Glory, even though we already know that EC3 will main event Bound for Glory. But it's whatever it is. Mike Bennett and EC3 would still be cool. But Mike Bennett in the end, I'm not happy with how Eli Drake was snubbed like that. But if you look at everybody, Mike Bennett was probably going to be the guy near the end, and Eddie Edwards, how he was been built lately, would be a guy near the end. So I could definitely see him taking advantage of throwing Eddie Edwards and Moose over the top ropes to take advantage of that moment. And of course Moose is angry, he's flipping out, and he gets approached by Bobby Lashley as he's leaving with his Beats by Dr. Dre, and he's like, hey, let's eat dinner. So Moose and Lashley, they're gonna go to a Golden Corral and hit it up.
So run into the Golden Corral Superstar of the Week.
Yep, Golden Corral Superstar of the Week will be there, and they can all form a faction. But there was that. Phenomenal with that. Next up we have tag team action. It wasn't really tag team action though, it was just Hardys and the Decay have a little back and forth. It's freaking phenomenal in my opinion. Brother Nero has to go against Abyss. We learned that Crazy Steve is the one that abducted baby Maxwell in the dream of Matt Hardy.
And he got bit.
And he got bit in the ear.
He got bit.
Like there's some
He was bleeding, legit bleeding.
Yeah, there was some major blood going on, and so in the end, of course, we see Brother Nero lose, and Abyss celebrates. Abyss almost lost all of his face paint, I think. Rosemary was great on the microphone. Matt Hardy phenomenal on the microphone at ringside, especially telling Brother Nero that he's worthless and that he shouldn't be a high spots monkey, basically. And I love the scene where Crazy Steve is utter mule. I love where Crazy Steve is putting the blood of his ear on Jeff Hardy's forehead. That's just very symbolic and really great.
Simba.
So
it's very lots of other things too.
TNA was phenomenal. I don't think there's anything I can diss this week, because even after that we have the knockouts where it was Sienna.
I wasn't fond of that.
Sienna backstage, Billy Corgan told us that Sienna will be defending her title against a bunch of women, which was Marty Bell, Madison Rayne, Allie.
There's every female on the roster other than Rosemary.
Jade. It was great, and in the end we saw Allie actually get the win over Madison Rayne when Marty Bell messed up and hit Sienna, and then I believe Marty Bell and Jade got into it, and somehow Master Rain got hit, and then Allie was on top of Master Rain, got the win and got the title, and crowd was chanting, "You deserve it." They were chanting Allie. Really great. If they would let Allie wrestle as Cherry Bomb, she'd freaking tear the division apart, in my opinion. But yeah, she's great. It's great she won the title, in my opinion. Sienna, I think the way Sienna was booked to lose this match was good. I don't think Allie will hold the title long. I'll just put it like that.
Oh no, she's probably gonna lose it Bound for Glory against.
Yeah, or the next week. But
I hope next week, because I that's like the only thing I can complain about this Impact was the knockout.
It just didn't make sense. That's the only thing that didn't really make sense as it pertains to the story.
I liked it though, because it helps the story of Allie.
They should have built on it more. They didn't really have much build as the fact of, oh yeah, she could be a wrestler, she could be that person.
Well, here's why I liked it. Allie was booked as the lady who was like, all right, we're gonna try to make you a wrestler, even though you're the intern to Maria Kanellis Bennett. And they slowly got her into the ring week after week, and she would go from kicking someone to like a random suplex. She didn't really do too much in this match, sadly. I wish she would have done a little bit more. But by the end, her winning the title compared to like a Master Rain or another Jade victory, I think Marty Bell definitely didn't get it. Like, I don't see her getting it at all. And what is it? Sienna retaining would have been okay, but I think if Sienna would have retained, I think they would have had to one-up it. Here, I think it's good because we could see a potential Allie face turn, or we could see Allie still be a heel, and she could just be like, I'm the champion, and you have to like listen to what I have to say now, Sienna, or something stupid. But I think she'll drop the title. I think she'll drop the title in a week. If she doesn't drop it, some random way, yeah,
on TNA.
on Explosion, yeah. But that was good. That's like even the lowest side of this was good, in my opinion. Following that was the X Division guys were on the Fact of Life with host of the show is Eli Drake. The guests were Dummy. Yeah, that guy is phenomenal. I really feel bad for him.
I love Eli Drake.
He got so snubbed with James Storm and the whole Lashley thing, but it's okay because, I mean, hey, Eli Drake I think will be a guy that definitely is in that future title scene. We know what's coming up next, but they have not talked about it too much. But I'm really looking forward to that. But our guests were DJ Z, Zima Ion, Andrew Everett, Trevor Lee, part of the Helms Dynasty, Rockstar Spud, who has braces now, which Braxton Sutter was a dick. He was like, "Oh, you have braces, ha ha ha," and I'm like,
little crybaby.
That's not a face thing to say. Like, a lot of people have braces, but whatever.
Was not very fair.
I'm not a crazy Sutter fan. He's decent, but he's not like my favorite on the roster. He's better than Mahabali Sharon. Great, I'll tell you that.
I'm a big Sutter fan. You know that.
I'm a Pepper Parks fan. I'm not a Sutter fan because, it's just his build. It's just his build. Especially what he was wearing. It's like face Baron Corbin.
Like a hillbilly.
It was face Baron Corbin. Like, it's if Baron Corbin became a face, and it was weird. But and Mark Andrews.
Him and Rockstar Spud went shopping for the same like clothing attire.
Mark Andrews, Mandrews, whatever you want to call him. I prefer Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews actually got some good chants by the crowd. Straight up.
Oh, there were a lot of chants.
Yeah, he was good on the microphone, too. Everybody was great on the microphone. Spud was. Trevor Lee was. Everett was okay. The crowd chanted boring because, he's a heel. DJ Z did great on the microphone. Sutter was especially because the whole face-heel boundary, in my opinion. But the star is always going to be Eli Drake. And that man with his dummy button is the greatest thing ever. So, yep, there's that. Definitely, DJ Z is a big guy winning the X Division title going forward the following week. I'm going to put money on Mark Andrews for once. Even though I'm a Mark Andrews fan, I never put money on Mark Andrews. I think just the reaction he got would be good for him to win the title. Will
See,
he?
but it's either gonna be a shocker with Mark Andrews,
Yeah.
or it's just gonna be DJZ.
Yes, I don't think they'll put it on Sutter. I don't think they'll put it on
They won't
Andrew
put it on
Everett.
Spud.
They will not put it on Andrew Everett. They might put it on Spud, which, I could see that being a 3-time X Division champ, and I don't think they'll put it
I
back.
want Lee.
I don't think they'll put it back on Trevor Lee. I'm really sad about that. By the way, that was really offensive, Spud, for saying that he said the reason why the Helms Dynasty won't win the titles tonight is because they're from North Carolina, and I'm like, what? Ric Flair? All right, whatever. But that segment was great.
All right, whatever.
That segment was great. I feel like I'm missing one segment. That might have been everything,
Moose.
actually. No, we talked about
the Moose.
Moose and Lashley. We already talked about that.
Yeah.
So we kind of covered everything. It was a great show. Main event was EC3 and Galloway. Drew Galloway. All throughout the show, we've been having little vignettes of them drinking James Storm's
That's one thing
beer.
TNA really does, is TNA really hypes the main event the entire time. That's something WWE doesn't really do.
Yeah. The main event was really good because Aaron Rex came in. He was a great referee. In the end, we saw EC3 win. Galloway came close. He snapped, and he beat up Aaron Rex. So we're going to see Aaron Rex and Galloway for a couple weeks. That would be pretty good, in my opinion. If I would prefer a match, it would be EC3 and Aaron Rex. But seeing how Galloway's making this heel turn, then it's completely justified. So there is that. Overall, really great TNA. Highlight of my wrestling week, if you want to ask me. So, aside from the Miz promo on Talking Smack, but we'll give it some reviews now. Malin,
Yes.
how many Fact of Lives would you give it?
You can say I'm rating it pretty high. I would give it a 9.
All right, Cole Cabana, you there?
Yeah.
How many Mahabali Shira dances would you give it tonight?
I hate Muhammad Shira, but honestly, the show impressed me. 10.
All right, Travis, you there?
He's
No,
typing.
maybe. Are you there, Travis? We see you. Mullins.
Tell me, yeah.
Dummies, yeah. Mullins, how many Lashley doing moose in his car? Moose? Would you give it? I want a gif. I want a gif of that.
I'll give it a 9.
For TNA, seeing how I really liked it this week, and I mean I've gone from like weeks where I would give TNA a 4 into an 8 or a 6, and then some days I'd give shows like really good ratings really low. I'm actually gonna say as it pertains to what they needed to get across, what they needed to do, I'm gonna give it a solid 10. I think this is definitely a good storyline building show. I think in terms of memorable segments, I think we'll definitely have the Moose and Lashley, because that will be something. Allie's a big one. Definitely the crazy stuff they're doing with the Hardys is memorable. X Division stuff might get pushed to the side in our memory, but I think that's a good one too. Main event scene for Aaron Rex and his first initial feud with Galloway is great. The Mike Bennett starting off the show thing might not be, but other than that, I think a lot of memorable stuff that we'll definitely be talking about. So I'm gonna give a solid 10 Mark Andrew cheap pops tonight. So great show TNA.
Andrew's cheap pops.